With 8-Cast and Red Painter poised to surge ahead as the strongest decks in the format, upon the release of Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth, players will need options to capitalize on these artifact-based decks. Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth offers two exciting sideboard options in the form of Scroll of Isildur and Cavern-Hoard Dragon. Both cards are even set to buffer their respective decks, Scroll of Isildur in 8-Cast, Cavern-Hoard Dragon in Red Painter. Early adoption of these silver mithril bullets could spell the difference between scrubbing out or top 8ing an event. Scroll of Isildur is an enchantment saga that reads, Chapter 1. Gain control of up to one target artifact for as long as you control Scroll of Isildur. The ring tempts you. Chapter 2. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Put a stun counter on each of them. Chapter 3. Draw a card for each tapped creature target opponent controls. Okay, that's pretty interesting against 8-Cast. Chapter 1 and 2 can stymie aggression, and then Chapter 3 can help you gain back resources to, as Gloria Estefan said, turn the beat around. 8-Cast could probably use this in total blowout scenarios. So often the mirror comes down to a tempo battle of accumulating more artifacts to have bigger Urza's Saga constructs. Stealing one of your opponent's constructs grows your constructs, increases your artifact count, and diminishes their artifact count. In the Razor's Edge that these mirror matches typically are, that alone is worth the mana cost, which is uniquely suited for Ancient Tomb. Tapping their blockers and stunning them on a developed board can end the game right on the spot. They can't block for a full turn after the stun counters come off. And if they are still alive, which they will not be, Scroll of Isildur nets you some card advantage to finish out the remainder of the game. With the right pilot, Scroll of Isildur functions as an upgraded Plague Wind. Now, not everybody plays 8-Cast, I didn't forget about you, so let's scrutinize the play patterns behind Cavern-Hoard Dragon. Cavern-Hoard Dragon is a 9 mana, that's 7 and 2 red, for a creature dragon. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest number of artifacts an opponent controls. Flying, trample, haste. Whenever Cavern-Hoard Dragon deals combat damage to a player, you create a treasure token for each artifact that player controls. It's a 6/6. Now imagine a game against 8-Cast or Red Painter where you're on the back foot. You have maybe a turn before either deck slams the door by comboing off or insurmountable advantage. Then you top deck this guy, cast it for 2 mana, and you smash in like a ravenous lizard beast. 6 damage. But that's not all. Thanks, Ron Popeil. You net treasure tokens equal to their artifact count. Imagine 7 artifacts. Cavern-Hoard Dragon is a seething song that just dealt 6 damage and is threatening to deal 6 more. Now think of all the cantrips and Murktide regions you'll be casting with this glorious freshly minted treasure. Magical Christmas Land? Perhaps, but we should get used to visiting there a lot more often. Cavern-Hoard Dragon and Scroll of Isildur have absolute blowout potential against 2 of the best decks in the meta that are likely to see even more play at your local or at bigger events. And you do well to open that scroll or summon that dragon, and you can quote me on that.